Yo, I'm Goose, and today we're talking about the real reason why people are ghosting you while I am consuming a waffle. If you like Freedom Magazine too, which is what this channel is all about, maybe I'll see you in Goosify, links down below. Now, in order to understand why, you have to understand the art of the ghost, which is that people don't feel connected with. And you need to be able to connect with someone in order to connect deeper. Odd, right? So I'm going to tell you a quick story about me, myself. When I was getting started, especially in the software industry, a lot of times I would approach people kind of cold because I could see that software, what I was offering, was clearly going to be an advantage. They would be very similar to past clients or something like that. And I remember one case in particular where it was someone who was really excited. They were like a super fan of ours. And they came up and were talking about all of the success they were having. And I was like, oh yeah, we can totally address this and blow their company up. And yet, when I brought it up, it was so overexcited and straight to the point that what ended up happening was it just scared him away. Not because I couldn't help him, and not because he didn't want to be there, but because I think to him it felt a little bit natural. And I remember having that instance in my life more than once. Probably you've had one too. And if you're on the other side of that, you can probably get why it is. It has to do with that connection piece. So with that one example, let's expand upon that. I guess zoom in and say, okay, what can we take away from that in order to apply to your life? What do you need to do in order to actually make sure people are not ghosting you? Well, probably three things. One, you've got to make sure that you're actually connecting. What does that mean? What it means is that you've got to be genuinely curious about it. You may think, and like I did at the beginning, that I knew exactly what this guy needed that I had in order to fix his business and scale it up. But I could totally have been wrong. You know what would have cemented that for both of us though? Asking questions and spending time in it. And so that's number two. Asking questions. You want to understand as much of this as possible because it's very likely that at some point, sooner or later, whatever you have that you're offering or giving to others, there's going to be a separate variable that's added in there, maybe buried under the layers, that will change the solution that you normally give everyone else. Totally possible. So you have to ask those questions. And then lastly, you need to spend an extended period of time with these people. QT, man. You can't just go straight into a relationship and expect to go straight to sex without having the wine and dine period where you just get to know each other. Because there is something about the intimacy of going deeper together over time, including with clients, that I think can't be replicated anywhere else. This is how you gain trust. And once you have that trust, you have to make sure you continue to ask these questions in order to make sure that you don't get ghosted. Because, as we all know, why any of us has ghosted anyone else is because, well, either no one asked us what was going on, or they didn't realize that what we were telling them was what we needed in order to go further. So we had to separate. So at the end of the day, I hope this helps. Make sure to be spending that quality time, asking those questions, getting deeper and closer, and making sure that even though you have all the answers and all the solutions, you go through and do the dance in order to earn the partnership. Okay, hope that helps. Have fun, make friends. I'll keep enjoying this waffle. Very good. You want a bite?